What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Game week 4 is about to start. Today, I'm taking you through my team selection, captaincy, transfers confirmed, and everything like that. What is up, everyone? FPL Harry here, and welcome back to another video. Today it is game week 4 team selection time. We're going to have a look at how I'm lining up, how the season's gone so far, any potential transfers that I am making, anything that I've confirmed already, my thoughts ahead of the weekend, my captain, and everything like that. So do stay tuned. If you are enjoying the videos, please make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel as well. We are so close to that 30,000 subscriber mark. But before we get into game week 4, let's have a look at how I got on in game week 3. So 52 points overall gave me an absolutely flat arrow, a very tiny red arrow if you actually look at the detail of the overall rank, but I fell from just inside the top 500k to still just inside the top 10k. It was Sanchez in goal who scored a lot of my points, 8 points for him with a clean sheet, a save point, and a bonus point. I was so happy when Ward conceded on the Saturday. I thought, well, at least I've made the right decision there. And then Sanchez came out with an 8-pointer away at West Ham. I didn't expect it. West Ham have not been good so far this season. I expected more from them going into this fixture. In defence, Trent, Cancelo, James not performing nearly as well as I wanted them to. 1 point combined for them all. These things do happen. It's just a shame it happened all in the same game week and I got nothing from any of them. They do have the odd off week, but Trent blanking 3 times in a row now is a little bit of a concern, but I do expect that I'll hold him and he will come good as well. James, my transfer in for Robertson, matched him for points. Again, not really pleased with that Chelsea performance, as I was not pleased with the Liverpool performance either. However, again, I'm hoping that he'll bounce back. And actually, my highest scoring defender was Patterson. Now, I wish I hadn't started him. I could have started Andreas or Trippier, both on my bench, both getting returns, and then I started Patterson with just a 2-pointer. How I wish I'd gone with one of the other 2 on my bench. It would have given me a green arrow, but it is what it is. Into midfield, Salah captain, a late goal for him. Again, not looking his best, but he still got that goal. He got a bonus point as well, up to 8 points. Pleased with that. Glad I went with him over the likes of Haaland and Gabriel Jesus as well. It was a pretty close thing. I almost went with Haaland, but I did decide on Mo Salah for this one. Again, Martinelli getting those returns. Saka blanking once again. He might have to be transferred out. I want to keep holding him because every week he has a nice fixture. Every week I want him in my starting team for the fixture that he has the following week, but he keeps blanking. Eventually I'm going to have to pull the plug and get rid of him. And then finally in midfield we have Pascal Gross, who was my new signing. He did get that clean sheet point and an assist. 6 points for him is absolutely fine. Hopefully he can get back amongst the goals as he was in game week 1, but he's still looking important to that Brighton side. Maybe I should have gone Rodrigo. Again, Rodrigo looks so good so far this season and I do regret it a little bit, but I am going to hold firm on Pascal Gross going into game week 4. And then up front, Gabriel Jesus and Haaland. Haaland with a goal, Jesus with an assist. Jesus, how he didn't get more returns once again in that game, is looking so good this season. He's reaching, I'm sure you've heard it in every bit of content you're watching, but the highest owned FPL player there has ever been now with Gabriel Jesus. The fixtures on the horizon are still good. Glad I've got him. He's a big captaincy shout for the upcoming game week as well. So that's my team for this week. It was okay. It was a pretty flat arrow. Let me know how you got on in game week 3 as well. What was your overall points? Any transfers you've confirmed as well? But let's get into some potential transfers and my game week 4 team selection. So in terms of my game week 4 transfer plans, there are 2 players that I'm considering transferring out going into game week 4. The first one in defence is Kieran Trippier. Although he's looked really good and scored in game week 3, the fixtures on the horizon are okay. Away at Wolves, I have a sneaky suspicion that Wolves are actually going to score in this game, and then it's Liverpool the week after. The fixtures after that do get good, but then I'm likely to be on my wild card not too long after that, so I can go and get Trippier back if I do want to. Some of his replacements are looking really good. This is Zinchenko and Perisic, the 2 I'm really looking at. It could also be a Manchester City defender in the likes of Kyle Walker as well. Manchester City looking really good at the back. Although conceded 3 against Newcastle, I do expect them to be the highest clean sheet team again this season. Zinchenko again would have to be coming into my team only if Saka left. So if I did them both this week, it would be a -4 as I only have 1 transfer and 0.9 million in the bank as it says above me. Just while we're up there, if you have not joined the league code already, make sure you go and do, and the Discord. All the links you need are in the description down below. The other one, the real one that I'm looking at, I'm sure you are all looking at him as well, is Ivan Perisic of Tottenham. We didn't know what he was going to do at the start of the season, didn't start the first 2 games, got an assist in game week 2 off the bench, and then game week 3 was the time that Ivan Perisic really decided to put his stamp on FPL with an assist, with a clean sheet and maximum bonus points. The fixtures are still good. Nottingham Forest this week, he's going to go up in price as well. He's such an attractive asset to go with. I don't know if I can hold off keeping Trippier and be patient with him when Perisic has such nice fixtures on the horizon. And then Bukayo Saka, the other one that I'm considering getting rid of, just an assist so far for him. Arsenal have scored 7 goals in the most recent 2 game weeks, and he has had absolutely nothing to show with it. The 2 players I'm really considering going with, Rodrigo of Leeds, I could go down, and then I'd have both Gross and Rodrigo, and I wouldn't have to worry too much about it. The Leeds fixtures are good. They do go away to Brighton this week, which is difficult, but Leeds look like they want to score goals, and I do think they'll probably end up scoring this week. So Rodrigo is definitely up there. He's going up and up in price. I've already missed a couple of price rises on him as well. The other one we have is Ilkay Gundogan of Manchester City. Again, he's looked so good. The big concern always is whether he's going to rotate with Bernardo Silva in that Manchester City midfield, or whether he's going to keep playing every single week. We know if he keeps playing, we've seen it from him before, what he is capable of doing. As well, we didn't necessarily know the positioning that those midfielders were getting now that Haaland is taking up all that central position, but you saw from his goal in Game Week 3 that he's going to be in the box, he's going to be getting chances as well. He's also been given the captaincy armband for Manchester City as well. I cannot specify how important I feel this is, that Pep finally has shown that he really trusts him, and at 7.6 million now, only gone up 0.1, the Manchester City fixtures do continue to be really nice, as I spoke about in my Game Week 4 preview video. Go and check that out if you have not already. I really like Gundogan, Rodrigo as well, and these are some transfers I feel I'm missing out on if I don't make them, and I'm just stubborn on the options that I've got in Kieran Trippier and Bukayo Saka. So those are some potential transfer plans, but let's get into actually what I'm going to do, how my team is lining up, and if I'm locked in for the weekend. So in goal, Sanchez is going to start, although I do expect Leeds to score. It is a difficult fixture for Ward, and Leicester cannot defend, so we are going, of course, with Sanchez in goal at home to Leeds. Now into defence, it is the same back four, but Trippier comes back in replace of Patterson. Trippier, Wolves away, hopefully he can get something, whether it's an attacking return or whether it's a clean sheet. Continue on one of the players that is yet to blank so far this season. Only a handful of players are yet to blank, and Trippier does fall into that. Now, the other 3 need to bounce back from a very, very disappointing display in Game Week 3 for them all. Trent having a good fixture again at home to Bournemouth, one of the best fixtures you could have. If he doesn't get anything there, it's a real red flag for me. Then you have Cancelo, Crystal Palace at home. The clean sheet maybe not as likely because Crystal Palace have looked really good going forward, Wilfried Zaha in particular, but we know he can do going forward. We know he can do with clean sheets. Again, an asset I really like. And then Reece James. Leicester games tend to start 1-1. You might have heard that being thrown around a little bit recently as well. It is true, they do tend to score and concede goals. Let's hope that Reece James is one of those that scores or assists against Leicester in Game Week 4. Into midfield, we have Salah. Again, Bournemouth at home. He needs to start showing some form. Although he's got returns, his form has not been good actually when you watch him. So hopefully this can be a turning tide for him. And then we are sticking with the double Arsenal midfield in Martinelli, in Bukayo Saka. Fulham at home. I've got to give them this fixture. Maybe even Aston Villa at home. But if Saka blanks again, this really is his last chance saloon in my team. And then finally, Pascal Gross. Again, Leeds at home. It's a good fixture. They do tend to concede chances. I am happy with Gross. Again, I would like Rodrigo in this position, but let's see what Gross can do. And then up front, we have Gabriel Jesus and we have Erling Haaland. Again, very happy with these two. Fulham at home for Jesus, and then Crystal Palace at home for Erling Haaland as well. Not that much for me to do on the bench. We have Patterson in there. We have Andreas, both with difficult fixtures, I think. None of them really getting anywhere near my starting 11. I'm pretty happy with how I'm lining up as well. In terms of captaincy and vice captaincy, just before we get into that, a quick reminder that in the first hour of every YouTube video, I answer every single question in the comment section. All you have to do is subscribe, turn on notifications so you can remember to get your questions in that first hour, and they'll get answered ahead of the Game Week 4 deadline. 100% confirmed. Here we go. But captaincy, I'm putting on Salah again. They need to get a performance out of this fixture, Liverpool. They need to win it comfortable and convincingly, and I do think Salah will have to be involved. Whilst Darwin is not in the team again, I think it boosts Salah's appeal just a little bit more. Haaland is likely to be my vice captain as well. Rolling the transfer, I'm about 95% sure this is going to be my team going into Game Week 4. So let me know what you think of my team. Let me know any questions you have about your team as well in the comment section down below. Again, if you haven't checked out my previous videos from this week, make sure to go and do so. Thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications, and I'll be back again very soon.